Good. This mic good. Everything good. All right.
Josué?
Yeah, what's up?
We're recording.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so, man, I'm the one that keep the block hot. Seventh Ward Luchador, the pride of New Orleans. Some call me the most interesting brother in all of professional wrestling. But you could call me Josué the Hot Boy. See, when the street lights come on, the kids know to go inside so Josué can handle some business. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody better than me. Ain't nobody touching it. I'm the greatest to never do it.
So, who trained you and where did you train?
I trained over down in Mexico. My trainer was Mr. Luchador, and he was spectacular trainer, man. I ain't gonna lie, super inspiring to me.
Interesting. I haven't found any wrestlers or trainers by that name. What city was this in?
What city? Well, I mean, it was a little more underground. See, cause like it wasn't TV, so you had to really like seek him out and like go and watch him do his thing. You know, people came from all over Mexico. I mean, people was coming from far and wide. You know, they get there, they was danging kissing the ground as man walked on. It was crazy. That's how I'm trying to be for real. You know what I'm saying?
So, Josué, some would call what you're doing cultural appropriation. What do you have in response to that?
Cultural appropriate. What the hell kind of cultural appropriate? This cultural procreation. Stop playing with a brother. What is we talking about? They gonna appreciate that I ever did this. How many luchadors you know could talk like me? You could think about it. Rey Mysterio. I've had 5 surgeries in my left knee. I'm the best luchador to ever speak. Ain't nobody touching me, bro. Stop playing with a brother. What you talking about?
Well, there's not many, if any, black luchadors out there.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
It just comes across a bit insincere that one has popped out of thin air all of a sudden. We're just here to figure out if you're the real deal or just a guy with a mental illness.
Who the hell is insincere? Boy, I'll whoop your ass. What is you talking about, insincere? See, I'm not finna be treated like boo the fool live up the street. Not here. I might be a clown, but you call me Homie the clown, and Homie don't play that. You know that reference? We're not finna do that. You better stop playing with a brother. Come on, freaking.
All right, so settle down. We're just here to sit and talk. That's all.
I'm still sitting. I ain't get up. You ain't got me there yet. But you about on strike 3 with a brother. You don't want to see what happened when you swing and miss.
Listen, Mr. Josué, we're just here because you reached out to be interviewed.
You reached out.
We have no idea who you are. Hold on. I couldn't find a lick of evidence for your existence anywhere. You're a wrestler who doesn't wrestle. You claim to be the greatest to never do it.
That's because my neck don't work.
No one I talked to, not Dave Meltzer, not Bill Apter, Tony Khan, Chris Van Fleet, Steve Corino.
You talked to Corino?
No one has any idea who you are. You're a ghost, and as a journalist, I have a responsibility to understand what I'm looking at here and give that information to the public and let them develop their own opinion.
You seem real into this, brother. After all this little goose chase you've been on, you still ended up in this chair with no information. Would you say that makes me the most interesting brother in all of professional wrestling?
Well, that would seem to be the case.
I rest my case. Stick around. You're gonna have some fun. This is HCW HEAT, broadcasting on your street, presented by Off the Road.
There goes the neighborhood.
I'm Josh behind the camera right now. Ron is to the left, and Justin got a lot to say, so let's let him do his thing. What's up, Justin?
Yeah, what is he? This is news to me. I didn't know we was gonna do a little.
What's going on, man? What's your CM Punk shirt?
Since the inception of HCW, Josh has wanted me to drop a pipe bomb on this show, but be careful what you wish for, because I got a lot to say about one of the most stupidest, horrible weeks of professional wrestling I have ever seen. But let's get started, because I was hoping the stupidest thing I saw this past week was Chris Jericho returning to AEW, tarnishing more of his legacy, and reminded me how much he needs to goddamn retire. But no. WWE has to come out and remind everyone that they're the absolute worst promotion going on in North American wrestling.
Oh, man.
But whose fault is it? Is it Pat McAfee? Is it Triple H? Is it Ari Emanuel? No. You know who's at fault here, Rana?
I don't.
The fans.
Whoa.
You know why? Because none of this is new. WWE has always done this. It doesn't matter who's in charge. And you know what happens? You all keep consuming. You all never hold this company accountable, and you just keep watching, you keep attending, and you keep subscribing. Vote with your wallets. You know why I don't go to WrestleMania? I go to about 3 conventions a year. It's not about the money. They don't deserve my money because they never learn. Not under Vince McMahon, not under Triple H, not under Ari Emanuel. But let's actually break down what happened on SmackDown. With Pat McAfee returning to professional wrestling to be the heater for Randy Orton. But also, let's just break down the psychology of it. Rana, what is a heel in professional wrestling?
The bad guy.
The bad guy, correct. What is Randy Orton in this feud right now?
The heel, right?
You are correct.
Yeah.
But where are they this week in SmackDown? They're in St. Louis, Missouri, our home here of HCW.
Okay.
Where is Randy Orton from?
St. Louis.
He's from St. Louis. So regardless of what he does in this hometown, they're going to cheer for him. Quick question, are we supposed to cheer or boo for the heel, Rana?
Boo.
We're supposed to boo. So that means everything that Pat McAfee says by associating with Randy Orton, we should be booing, correct?
Yes.
What was everyone doing on the show?
Cheering.
Exactly. So none of this works narratively. Because so now you have a man showing up trashing your top babyface and the crowd is cheering. If I'm new to professional wrestling and I'm watching SmackDown, who am I going to think is the good guy in this feud?
The heels.
Exactly. Is that good or bad, Rana?
That's bad.
It's bad. So just that alone, they picked the absolute worst town to drop this new part of this angle. Great, okay. So now let's break down what he's actually talking about in this angle. Pat McAfee is here to save professional wrestling for the fan that's been forgotten. Great, it's 2026 and we have a media company talking about how these Snyder Cut bullshit wankers are just now, they're forgotten about. Because that's what we need more of. More real fans being forgotten about. Talking about how he's going to bring the Attitude Era back. When did the Attitude Era end, Josh?
2002.
Actually, 2001.
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of died when So-Called turned heel.
Yeah. When did Randy Orton start wrestling? 2002.
Technically 2000, but 2002, we'll
Yeah.
say for now.
Randy Orton wasn't in the Attitude Era, but he's going to bring the Attitude Era back.
The show wasn't there. You know what's crazy about that statement, too? Is the fact that what he was saying about wrestlers just being, 5'9" or whatever. Like,
Oh, yeah, then the next
6'5".
part.
Like, bro, Randy Orton's on TV every week. 6'5". What are you talking about?
But not only that, he's talking about how when he's been watching WWE, it's been 5'5" guys doing 45-minute Iron Man matches 10 weeks in a row. When did this happen? Because I probably would have liked that.
Yeah.
Were you accidentally
that's
watching
fire.
2009 Ring of Honor? I think he accidentally. Were you watching AEW by accident? That's never happened in WWE.
I feel like Pat's a fan of that though. That's what makes it even worse.
Wait,
He
so-
talking about stuff that he like. This ain't Big E. He talking about big men with big chests and big muscles bumping meat.
But then, so they end this promo, and then Cody gets completely stomped out. The crowd's cheering. And then, not 30 minutes later, Cody comes out and cuts a promo. Which, boy, it was a nothing salad of words, but at least he has passion, so that gets over with the fans. And they start cheering the babyface again. All right, we have some damage control of this bad angle. But then I gotta go online, and everyone's talking about how the Cody segment wasn't on the run sheet. Ari Emanuel and Triple H, there's a civil war going on with the WWE. That sounds really cool, right? What have we not established? That WWE feeds a false narrative to the dirt sheets. They feed them misinformation, and then when it comes out, then everyone starts celebrating that. And that's all they're doing. They're creating a narrative. That way now we're like, oh, okay, so no. It doesn't matter what Pat McAfee does. Triple H is on Cody's side, so it's all okay. No, that's like when you're writing a story and you just call out the bad trope you're doing in dialogue. You're still doing the bad trope. You're still doing the bad thing. There is no civil war. Yes, Ari Emanuel may have wanted Pat McAfee to show up, but the idea that Triple H is going off script and he's about to piss off the people on top, no, that's not what's happening here. What's happening here is they're doing a bad story and they're trying to do some damage control, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you all keep consuming it. And that's the problem I have with WWE. You all keep consuming it no matter what they do. It's what happened when Vince was in charge. That's what happened with Triple H in charge. And it's now it's going on in this new hybrid era of Ari Emanuel and Triple H both being in charge. It doesn't matter what they do. You all keep going to the show. It doesn't matter how much you bitch about how much the ticket prices are. You're still going to show up. You're still going to pay for it. You're still going to pay $150 to sit in cheap sheets at SmackDown. You're all going to keep doing it. You never hold this company accountable. I don't care about WrestleMania this year because of how terrible this build is. I'm probably not going to watch WrestleMania. My job is to watch wrestling, and I don't want to watch it because I'm not interested in any of this.
You're not gonna watch the biggest show of the year?
What is it? The biggest show of the year? They're not treating it like it is. So what? They're not respecting my intelligence. So I'm not going to respect their wallet. I'm just going to not watch. They don't deserve me paying $40 a month for ESPN to sit and watch WrestleMania or whatever. They don't deserve my money. So I'm not going to do it. This is why I don't watch every week. I got to learn what's going on from these guys and the clips I get sent. I don't consume this. I don't. Because it's the same thing every year. Because frankly, the last 5 WrestleManias, I have not cared. The build to last year's was terrible, but it was John Cena's last one, so everyone kept giving it the benefit of a doubt. The build to 40, the show ended up being great. The build was terrible because they kept doing start stops and couldn't decide what they were doing until the last possible second. Every build for the last 10 years has been terrible, and I'm tired of being a part of it. So I'm not watching it. And that's all. You don't have to watch it. Especially nowadays. In the Vince era, I at least understood there was only one big promotion, and that's WWE. You know how much good wrestling there is right now that isn't WWE? So much. You all could just be watching something different. But no, you keep celebrating this, and the second they do something that's marginally decent, you guys elevate it. You say it's cinema. You say it needs to be nominated for Emmys. It's the bare minimum, and you guys celebrate the bare minimum. Stop celebrating the bare minimum. If you don't like it, don't go, don't watch. But no, you guys just have to watch it because everyone gets FOMO with it. And I don't care. This is a bad storyline. This is frankly one of the worst builds I've seen in a long time. And I'm sure the matches are ended up great, but it's not because of the stories. It's just because the guys involved are good. None of these stories are good. None of them. I don't care about Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. I'm tired of looking at Brock Lesnar on my screen. He's a garbage human being. He doesn't deserve to be on television. Frankly, I hope the match is 30 seconds and we all move on from it. I don't want to see his face anymore for the rest of the year.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's how you feel about Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, he's a garbage human being. I live in the real world. Professional wrestling isn't real. This is the real world. He's a garbage human being. I'm tired of looking at him. I don't care about this feud. I don't care about any of these feuds.
Professional wrestling isn't real, is what he just said.
It's not. I care about this a lot. I think that's why I'm so mad. I care deeply
Well,
about all
what
this.
exactly did Brock Lesnar do, man?
Go on the internet. I'm not going. It's gonna be two hours if I go into this.
Why are you poking the bear? We all know what Brock Lesnar did or allegedly didn't do or allegedly halfway did or was drunk when he got sent home. We know.
I thought that was
I'll send you some reading
I
material
thought that was
afterwards.
fake news, man.
No.
It's more than speculative.
Oh.
Yeah, that was this week in professional wrestling. Frankly, AEW Dynasty this weekend's gonna be a better show than WrestleMania. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Jesus, Punk. Oh, Paul. Jesus,
Yeah.
Paul. I don't know.
It's the only show I'm looking forward to in the next couple days. We are 9 days away from WrestleMania, and they're pulling this shit. What are we doing?
Now, I will say this.
Josh, you got anything?
Yes, I will say this. I understand your point and your passion, like 1,000%. There are so many things that are wrong and so little things that are right. However, I still find enjoyment in even just a marginally decent something because, I mean, frankly, I grew up watching Power Rangers. So I'm easily impressed, I guess. You know what I mean?
Dang, he just took a shot at Power Rangers.
Well, Haim Saban ain't no spectacular creator. You know what I mean? But like, there are things that have been okay, and some things that have been good. Unfortunately, there one build that has been perfectly done has a guy in it that shouldn't be there, and the crowd isn't cheering because Brock Lesnar's involved. They're cheering because Obafemi's gonna crush him. The problem would be if Obafemi loses at WrestleMania with that feud. Then it would be, well, what the F? That's how I would feel, honestly. Because I'm like, what? There's no reason. One, outside of making Obafemi look like a monster, there's no reason to have Brock around, given all of the circumstances around Brock. Obviously, I'm not going to say I know better than some highly decorated lawyers, but hey, to each their own if that's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And then also, when it comes to ticket prices, yeah, of course, everybody complains. I think everybody's complaining about everything right now. Gas prices are high. Ameren electric, yeah, that's high. I don't know why it's high. They had all kind of fees that I don't even know about. They was explaining to me about some senior fund. I'm like, I didn't vote for this. But that's just life right now. What you could do in the meantime is you could wait for them to lower their prices, and then you could strike when it's low like I did. Because I didn't pay any more than usual. And when I say usual, I'm talking 2017, 2018, 2019, what I paid then. I paid now to get out there and come back and have tickets and budget. You know, this trip to Vegas is costing me less than the trip cost me to go to New York in 2019, which I'd say is pretty impressive given inflation and location.
Inflation and location. All right, so who's this Ari Emanuel guy I keep hearing about?
Ari, well,
He runs TKO.
yeah. So Ari
He
Emanuel
is
is
the CEO of all of TKO.
He's the co-conspirator of TKO's takeover of WWE and UFC. When I say co-conspirator, that's because WWE allowed bidding, but there were higher bidders than TKO, but TKO still won the bid because WWE stopped the bidding process before anybody else could offer even more money.
And why was that?
Because Vince wanted to stay in power.
And that's also the biggest thing I think everyone keeps forgetting about all of this.
It was a
Vince-
fake sale.
Vince McMahon picked Ari Emanuel to be the next head of everything. And now when they complain about Ari Emanuel, and now they're acting like they're having the rose-tinted glasses of the Vince era, nothing's changed. Because it's another guy who does... The only thing that's different is ticket prices.
I remember when this started going down and all the sale started happening, that people were so excited. And granted, wrestling was hot, right? But it was weird to me that people were so excited for another entity to then parent two separate companies that the fan bases typically do not cross over, thinking that this was going to be like some revolutionary thing and something so cool. I'm like, yeah, we're about to get sucked dry, bro.
Yeah. And the revolutionary thing was you're paying $150 for cheap seats at Enterprise.
Poop on Vince all we want, and we can. We could be here for hours and days. Vince was not a good human being, and you could tell that he wasn't a good human being to work for because he was just so picky and choosy for who he wanted to be nice to, who he wanted to elevate, and who he wanted to punish and make look stupid on national television in front of their own children.
But he also knew what he was selling.
And who he was selling to. Which is families. Sometimes families 5, 6. You know how many families that I come across when at WrestleMania? Lots. I am very interested to see what the dynamic is in Las Vegas. Now, of course, I'm in Reddit. There's a lot of, oh, you know, me and my son and daughter and my wife were coming over from England and we're doing this, we're doing that. So, you know, I see some people in there, but they're still bringing their families. And granted, like I said, I waited, I scoped it out, and I took the shot at the tickets when, hey, I'll be very transparent. I'm sitting like next to where Hardcam is set up. I'm in a section next to that. And after taxes and fees, it cost me $350 per night, which is $200 less per night than I would be paying in 2018 if I was buying it, because those tickets were $500 that I was buying then for a one night. So I say, you know, made it off pretty well with that. So, you know, if people are following that formula and doing like I did and booking through Capital One and using points and all that stuff, if you have the advantage of having, you know, travel credit cards and things like that, then you're okay. You know, I did this whole thing for a minimum, for a very minimal. What did I pay? So 7 plus 6 is $1,300 to get there, stay there, and come back. For what, a 4 or 5 day trip. It's not bad. And then I budgeted out some money for that. But still, there are people that were okay with and like, look, I like it for whoever hears this, and you know who you are. If you just so happen to be watching this and you hear me say this, there are people that pay $70,000 for an experience that don't cost $70,000. And just because you have it don't mean you should spend it like that. I understand.
And what is that, like front row? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's front row for everything, and you get all these fancy amenities. You get to watch rehearsals, do your own entrance. You have dinner, brunch, lunch with everybody. You have VIP entrances, you know, all kinds of different things. You're fed well, but it's still not 70 grand when however many years ago you were paying 20. And even before that, you were paying 10 and 8. That wasn't even 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So now my question is just like, just to keep the status quo, y'all okay with paying that? And I get it. Like, to them, that's probably just a drop in the bucket of life. If you're a millionaire, $70,000 really ain't a lot of money. Even if you're not a millionaire, $70,000 really ain't a lot of money. The three of us know that $70,000 does not go a long way.
That's how much I make a year, bro, right now.
Exactly. We know that's not, it doesn't go a long way. So when it comes to prices, I feel like it's like Justin said, the people that want to pay a high ticket enable that. You know?
Not only that, it's the things they're selling now. Mm-hmm. $10,000 for a tour of Cody Rhodes' bus.
It's weird to me.
$2,000 for a 5-second meet and greet with Liv Morgan.
It's weird to me that, and I want to.
$2,000.
$2,000
for a signature.
Do you remember where?
Do you know how much John Cena's autograph at a convention is right now?
How much?
$200.
So why would they add an extra zero for Liv Morgan?
That's a great question, Rana.
Do you know how much I paid for a John Cena autograph?
$5.
$20.
Yeah.
At a book signing.
You know how much? $2,000. I could go to San Diego Comic-Con and meet Robert Downey Jr. That's still not costing me $2,000. I get that for $1,000. And that's an actual real star that regular people know. No one outside of this sphere knows who the fuck Liv Morgan is.
Oh my
and you're charging
God.
$2,000. They are taking advantage of you. Mm-hmm. Paying $10,000 for a tour of Cody Rhodes' bus. He even said that's ridiculous.
He did?
Yes.
That's why I'm surprised that no one.
You know how much I paid for Cody Rhodes' autograph?
How much?
$20. And he complimented my jacket.
Hey.
That's why I'm shocked that some of these people
is
are
the
like.
brown one? The leather one?
No, it was my black suede one. But that's besides.
What was he gonna say? He was gonna say something. Go ahead.
I'm just shocked that even these guys are just not like, yo, no.
Well, because here's the thing.
You can find somebody else to drive that bus. I would just take the lick, to be honest. I'd be like, that's nuts.
But here's the thing too, especially about signatures.
I'm not charging kids $10,000 to ride on a bus with me, dog. Are you serious?
Oh, you get to ride? You get to ride? Oh.
You just get a tour of it.
Dang.
But so here's the thing too, though, about signatures and all of that. The people involved don't set their price points. Their agents set their price points.
Yeah.
And within WWE, they are the agent in this scenario. Mm-hmm. So the talent do not dictate their prices. Robert Downey Jr. does not set his autograph price. His agent sets the autograph price. Anytime I go to a convention, they're not setting those prices. Their agents are setting those prices. So also, this past weekend, because I was out because I got sick, because I was at Comic-Con in Kansas City, around 50,000 people. You know how much money I spent there?
How much?
About $200 cash. That's all I spent.
Oh, I wonder where he got that from.
Huh?
Well, that's a story for a different. We'll get into that later.
It was that same cash, wasn't it?
It was. But I met Paul Dini, creator of Batman the Animated Series. That was $50. I met a few artists. Their signature was about $10. I got 8 books signed. Yeah, $200, and that was including me. I bought some nice dice. Those were $65.
You play Dungeons and Dragons?
I do play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh wow!
But between all of that and then food and all, I spent about $200.
How's the food there?
I didn't eat at the convention. We went to a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Justin would thrive at WrestleCon.
I spent $200.
Yeah.
You said what?
Justin would thrive at WrestleCon.
I probably wouldn't based on WrestleCon I would because that's the cheaper one.
I'm not talking about WWE.
No, you're talking about like Starrcade or
I'm talking about the good stuff.
Yeah, those are fun.
More authentic.
So does WWE have representation there at WrestleCon? Or?
No,
WWE
because
would
it's always
stomp WrestleCon out if they could, like a bug under a shoe.
So who do you see there? Like, is it like AEW?
Non-WWE, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everybody else. Literally everybody else.
Everyone who's like retired, so like Mick Foley will be there.
Not only retired, just everybody.
Oh, so WWE retired talent will be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, unless they're
under a
involved.
Legends deal with WWE, which is
Like Undertaker would not be there.
yeah. If he wanted to, he could. Trust and believe he could. Oh, he could.
But you gotta pay. I'm sure you gotta pay $500 to meet him at whatever they call the WrestleMania experience. Because they're charging.
You know, I should check and see what the charges are for that, because people are on Reddit like swapping and selling their joints. And
I wouldn't be shocked if
restocks.
every signature there is 3 digits.
Oh, most absolutely, yeah.
And what's funny
Yeah.
is if those same people went to a regular comic convention,
Yeah.
we're talking $60 maximum.
Time and place, man.
Like
I remember. Look, I
CM Punk was
remember-
just at C2E2. That signature was $175.
I remember specifically because, you know, as you know, some people may not know that are watching. I used to be the biggest info dealer for WrestleMania week in the world, and that's not an exaggeration. Before Reddit, there was Josh's Ultimate WrestleMania Travel Guide on the wrestling forums. That's the formula that all of the Reddit WrestleMania plans threads followed, and you know, jacked my grip. I'm not tripping about it.
I witnessed this.
but-
Yeah, I seen this.
Yeah, the people know this. No, people ain't stupid. I remember specifically there were like 2 or 3 tiers for pricing for autographs, and the highest price, which was like premium VIP, that's what it was called. It was like $160, $170 to meet people like Undertaker. But that was less than 10 years ago. We talking 2019. You know? So that's what I'm saying. These jumps that have happened since TKO's taken over has been nuts. Vince McMahon
And TKO
Vince McMahon knew who he was selling to when it comes to the fans. He knew what the tax bracket was. Vince McMahon grew up in a trailer. He knew what time it was.
So TKO is the umbrella company.
It's the parent company of WWE, and UFC.
UFC, and professional bull riding.
Professional bull riding.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot that's part of it. The primary 2 are WWE and UFC.
And WWE essentially is the bell cow that pays the debt of the other 2 companies, because the other 2 companies are not doing well. But WWE is. That's why WWE's fans are being exploited. We wrestling fans for TKO are essentially the Star Wars franchise for Disney right now. Straight up.
That's a
They
pretty
know we're gonna be there. They know we're not leaving. Even though there's alternatives, it's like, well, and I get everything you're saying, Justin, but unfortunately, as much as I like AEW, as much as I like New Japan, we know I love professional wrestling all over the world. I've seen so many shows from so many promotions in person, happily, ringside, sitting up close, front row, second row, third row, you know, giving my hard-earned money. But unfortunately, these companies ain't WWE. They're missing a piece of magic that, unfortunately, WWE is able to create that has not been replicated yet. Now, WCW had it, but god dang, they left this world in 2001. It's been 25 years. Dang near, we're just past the date that it's been 25 years that WCW had to fold and sell out. So it's been 25 years since any company has been on that level. I'm not talking about the quality of what's in the ring. I'm not talking about the quality of the performers, but how it's produced and how it's presented is much different. That's why, prime example that we all know, when Chris Jericho went from WCW to WWE, he was a mid-carder in WCW. What changed? Presentation. And Vince knew how to make it. Vince knew how to make people feel special. You talking about somebody that wasn't big. He came up, had a feud. He sunk back into the mid card for a little bit, and then he went up into the main event.
Why is Chris Jericho rejoining AEW such a bad thing?
Because he's 55.
He's creatively spent. This guy, if he retired 4 years ago, he'd probably be regarded as one of the greatest to ever do it. But because he doesn't know when to quit, it diminishes his legacy.
He honestly has sunk down the charts so far. I think
His gimmick's changing every 6 months now.
2019, I would have had Chris Jericho like at least in my top 30 of all time. Right now,
And for some
he's the top
people, like
100.
he was Mount Rushmore territory.
It sounds like y'all are describing Lil Wayne, man. Like that's how people look at Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
But like when
106.
people like he has literally done everything and then some. He has nothing more to offer, but he still feels he has something to offer, and the AEW schedule is better for him.
Which I'm like, man, if you want to keep wrestling, like, it's time to do what Booker T did, which is make your own promotion in your hometown and develop young stars and work with them. You know?
Yeah.
Like, we don't see Booker T on WWE TV. You know why? Because there's no need for him. He knows it's time to be done with that. But you do see Booker T down in Houston.
We did see him at the factory.
We did see him at the factory. But guess what he was doing? On commentary desk where Chris Jericho should be.
Which is funny because he's good at. Because he was doing commentary for Rampage.
Fantastic at it.
Yeah. But no, he doesn't want to do that anymore. He wants to. I don't even know what he wants to do.
I'm sure it's hard to let go.
And the thing with pro wrestling fans that I never quite understood compared to every other form of entertainment, because we're seeing this across the board. People aren't happy with it. They stop watching it. People aren't happy with the MCU right now. Attendance is down. Box office is not what it used to be. They're lucky they hit 600 million. That's a good movie now. 600 million worldwide. People got tired of it. The Disney Plus ratings are down. Same thing with Star Wars.
Was Thunderbolt 600 million?
So that was less. Thunderbolts didn't break even. They lost money on Thunderbolts. Fantastic Four, that was like 600 million worldwide. Star Wars, same thing.
I'd be shocked if the Avengers movie at the end of the year cracks that. Spider-Man will.
No.
Spider-Man will break.
no.
Avengers
The
will
Avengers will crack that. That's like not. That's undeniable. No. That's undeniable.
Given the track record right now, it's not undeniable.
The fact that Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah,
is not
that's
gonna
how
crack
bad the MCU has gotten. It's not guaranteed Avengers Doomsday makes $1 billion.
People,
And on top of that, it's opening the same day as Dune 3, which
the
will
rose-
probably make.
the rose-colored glasses are off.
Yeah, people don't care about it anymore.
You
So they're
can watch Avengers 2012 and then immediately turn around and watch Fantastic Four and see what's missing.
Yeah, like they're not. Same thing with Star Wars. People don't care about Star Wars anymore. It's not guaranteed that the Mandalorian movie makes $1 billion.
Let's get this straight. You both actually are gonna sit here and tell me that Avengers Doomsday is not gonna crack $1 billion.
I think it's closer. I think it's closer to reality than you think it is.
You know what? I want you to clip this and come back to it in January 2027.
I'm not, okay, here's the thing. I'm not saying this definitely won't happen, but I'm saying don't be shocked if it doesn't.
Okay, hold on. Okay. You said what was the line? You just said it's closer to reality than it not being closer to reality. Like what you mean to say is like
It's more likely that it will not
Rana,
break even.
what he's saying is there was a time where we literally could say that is not possible.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
This is not that time.
'Cause people don't care anymore.
This ain't that
People
time.
aren't-
bro.
people
I
aren't-
think it'll crack $1 billion for sure.
Okay, honestly, I think it can crack $1 billion.
But it's got a lot
I wouldn't
to.
be shocked if it did crack $1 billion. But be realistic about the time. Also, all the other things that are happening in the world right now, by the time this movie comes out at the end of the year, yo, the oil that's shipping out of the Strait right now, we're weeks away from the last shipment coming out to the world, to the West. The Eastern world is already shutting down. People are going to school 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week. People are going to the office 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week. Like, there's a 100-foot tidal wave that's coming this way, and everything looks fine right now, but economically,
Yeah, it's about
if that straight doesn't open up, people might not be going to the movies like that at the end of the year. You know why? Because once
gas is going to cost $5 a gallon in Missouri.
once the
That's where we're heading.
once the people that sell oil can't predict if you're gonna get oil, the price of a barrel of oil is gonna shoot through the roof, meaning the price of a gallon of gas is gonna shoot through the roof. The issue right now is that if that strait doesn't open up by about May or June, by the time the Avengers movie comes out in December, gas might be $7, $8, $9 a gallon.
Over here in Missouri, where it's the cheapest in the country. That's economically, that's where we're heading right now. That's where everyone else is already feeling tight.
We're about to get them I Am Legend gas prices, man.
But everyone else in entertainment's already feeling it. People are voting with their wallets. More so, especially box office has not recovered since COVID.
Africa's not doing well, brother.
But wrestling has been very lucky into where it's been doing well. But we're about to, with how bad everything's getting, a reckoning is coming. And then everyone will start seeing, and then they're gonna realize, oh, maybe we charge too much for these things.
But do you know why wrestling has been able to be like this? And here is, I don't even know if TKO understands this because they keep trying to get wrestling fans to watch their other stuff. Wrestling fans tend to only like wrestling when it comes to sports-esque content. Does that make sense? Wrestling fans like wrestling. They may not like football, they may not like baseball, they may not like basketball, they may not like soccer. They may not like hockey. They may not like MMA. They may not like boxing, but they like wrestling. Wrestling fans are a different breed of niche category of people. That's why you have people that spend hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting front row at as many shows as they want a year, not because they don't have other hobbies. Obviously, these people have lives. But when it comes to entertainment,
wrestling is the
that's
primary
what they
thing.
like.
Yeah.
They're not broad. And for people that's hearing this, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You like what you like. But I'm saying that's why TKO has been able to take advantage, because wrestling fans, we're not going nowhere because there's nothing else like wrestling in entertainment in the world. It's a very, very specifically unique living comic book. That's why they can phone in the episodes every week, which is weird to me. You make hundreds of thousands. Everybody on the writing team making six figures. And you telling me you can't come up with something better than that? Bro, the past 2 weeks, they've been giving out WrestleMania matches like Oprah giving out cars. It's segment after segment. By the way, WrestleMania, it's gonna be us. In some different form, whether it's a wrestler saying it or whether it's Pierce or Aldis saying it, it's all very, oh, by the way, we're gonna wrestle at WrestleMania.
I'm excited for that 6-man tag team match.
It's probably gonna be the best match on the card.
The one with Speed?
No, the Intercontinental Ladder match.
No, wait. No, I'm talking about the one with Speed.
Oh, I don't care about that one.
It's Jey Uso, Speed, Austin Theory, Braun Breaker, LA Knight, and oh god, I forgot the sixth.
I mean, I'll say this: I like Speed because
I almost had it, man.
You know, he seems to be a decent dude, and like you can see his growth. So I really like him, and I'm glad it's him instead of somebody that ain't gonna put the effort into it, because we already seen Speed put the effort in. You know, we know he's training.
Logan Paul. There you go. Yes.
So, like, I like that 6-man match, but
you got 2 streamers on it.
The tag team championship is going to walk in the building during WrestleMania and not be defended. This is the type of issue that I have. Why we got so many titles if they're not going to be defended on the biggest show of the year? You making it not important. Wait. Think about this. I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, all of this, I get it. It would still make sense If the tag team championship was on the line in this, and the two that are actually tag teams, the Usos and the Vision, would just walk out with it. If the Usos and LA Knight win, LA Knight not gonna get the tag team championship, but he will have helped them, right? If the Vision win, then Speed will have helped them, right? You could move into a story where if LA Knight helped the Usos retain the title, now the Usos owe LA Knight one. And you know what the one the Usos could owe LA Knight would be? If Roman Reigns wins the World Heavyweight Championship, he gets a World Heavyweight Championship match out of it. And now Roman Reigns is mad at Jay again. But we can't complexly write things like that. So it's just a 6-man tag team match where the tag team championship will not be defended.
Is there a beef between The Rock and Triple H?
No, not in the sense that the internet keeps perpetuating.
If there was a beef between The Rock and Triple H, Triple H would not be head of creative.
Yeah, like that's the reality. Like because Vince McMahon's not in charge anymore. Triple H's job is not guaranteed anymore. If the second he goes off script, they can fire him. That's the real world. That's the thing is wrestling fans, because they don't live in the real world, because they consume a product that is proxy real and proxy fake.
Even in Vince McMahon's world, Vince fired Triple H from NXT.
Yeah, like
when it was at its peak.
yes.
And took it and turned it to poop.
Like, these things are not guaranteed. If there was this real feud going on, this is corporate America. People just get fired. They don't do these like, oh, this guy in this department's feuding with this guy in this. No, people just get fired. That's the real world. But because WWE feeds the dirt sheets these narratives, and then because they're not real journalists, just report these things because they hear from their guarantee sources that this is actually legitimate. No. It's guys working for a pretend company giving you pretend news so you could be a pretend journalist.
And you know what something, so me and Rana were sitting front row at NXT over in the family and friends section. So where they sit family, friends, or wherever they sit and where they sit extras. And we were sitting next to a dude just doing some extra work, and whatever they was gonna do at ringside got scrapped. I'm not gonna drop a name because I'm not gonna get him caught up in that, because I don't want somebody to be like, well, why would you say that? Even though he didn't say it back. But what we was joking about is that, bro, at every level of professional wrestling, it's just the indie with more money. Because he didn't know what the heck he didn't know what the heck he was about to do. He was like, they came, it's like, you ready? He's like, ready for what? What am I doing? Right. And so out there, he don't even know what's about to happen. Think about that. So if that's at the NXT level, you know that's at the main roster level.
Yeah.
You got guys sitting back there 5 minutes before something go on, don't know what the heck going on.
That's just wrestling.
Before live television, bro.
In front of
that would never happen in Hollywood.
In front of a crowd that just paid an astronomical amount of money to be involved.
You know, I want to ask this question: like, how many people tune in to wrestling week by week?
Millions.
Like,
Just all of wrestling?
Millions.
I'm talking millions of people.
More people than you think watch wrestling in some form.
WWE, who knows, because the numbers aren't real, because Netflix doesn't produce real numbers. But a lot.
I know somebody that could probably get us those numbers.
I would say if you were talking worldwide, how many people are watching wrestling actively? This might sound like a stupid assumptive number. I would say anywhere between 150 and 250 million people are consuming some form of wrestling content worldwide, weekly. Because we have to think about how big wrestling is in certain regions.
He's saying 250 million people are checking it every week.
Yeah, think about India alone.
Oh my God.
India alone, like, there is at least 100 million people paying attention.
That's crazy.
And that's 10% of that population, less than 10% of that population. Honestly, think about it. So if that place alone, I'm saying they probably got that many people that are watching. I'm not talking about sitting down and watching a 2-hour episode of Raw. I'm talking about they reading something on, or they see something on Instagram, they clicking on WWE's profile, they're watching even 5 minutes on YouTube.
Yeah. They have an interest.
Easily 250,000 people.
Because even if you just look at everyone's followers, WWE's Instagram is what, 5 million, 10 million?
That's low.
That's actually kind of low, yeah.
But that's social media numbers are also not real.
It's a lot of bots.
Yeah, like no, the internet's an echo chamber, but still, you're talking like 20 million for WWE. You got what, 5 million for AEW socials.
And those numbers are probably more real
Yeah.
because AEW is more niche.
Right.
Even TNA has probably got 1 million Instagram followers. Like just in the sphere of social media, if you add it all up, we're talking like 10, 20 million people consuming it just on social media. And then you have cable numbers, you have streaming numbers, you have all these numbers. Some of them are a bit more harder to source than others, but like, yeah, Josh's figure is probably within, I'd say probably closer to 100 million, but yeah, like that's.
I would guess towards the high end of that spectrum because we don't get cable numbers and all that stuff from different countries.
Well, I was just gonna say, man. Speaking about around the world, man. Speaking about around the world. What does AEW do better than WWE? You tell me that, Mr. AEW.
What is AEW?
Why you antagonizing bro from the side like that, breathing on his neck?
Careful what you wish for. What does AEW do? AEW doesn't insult my intelligence. WWE insults my intelligence. And that's it at the end of the day. That's all it really is.
I don't know, man. Like,
Because WWE, year in, year out, has some story. Like the Pat McAfee story is the biggest thing where they act like this narrative is the truth and they think I'm not paying attention. But I am paying attention.
Bro, they literally set Randy literally was on the phone talking about wrestling had more than one royal family, and then Pat McAfee is who was on the phone. I'm like,
then
you
not
gotta
only
be
that-
joking. Something else had to be in the works for that, right? There's no way.
Randy Orton.
There's no way you wrote that line.
But the storyline also is Randy Orton hates professional wrestling so much that he's gonna save it.
He don't hate wrestling. He just said he want to work another 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. Like that, they insult my intelligence. AEW can't get away with that because anytime they marginally slip up, I got 100 million bots bitching at me on Twitter about like this is worse than WCW. They're gonna be under it in a year. But the second WWE does some major stupid thing, it's now let's let and see it play out. Let's wait and see.
Bro, I'm not giving this the benefit of the doubt.
I gotta ask him.
I am not giving the Pat McAfee story a benefit of the doubt. Like, I thought about this after I slept on it because at first I was like, everything that he's saying sounds like the IWC. I like that. That's genius. And then I started thinking about the context of what was happening and why it was happening, when it was happening, and where it was happening, and how it was happening. And I was like, what the F? Wait a minute.
This thing that
I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray. I've been drugged, took for all my money, and left on the side of the road. That's how I felt when I woke up the next. That's how I felt when I woke up the next morning. I'm like, hold on, and what you saying about your intelligence being insulted? I'm like, bruh, that's worse than your intelligence being insulted, because that's somebody from the outside said, I want this goofball to be the next Sylvester Stallone. I'm like, bro, y'all got to be having sex. There is no way a grown man will look at Pat McAfee and say, I think that's the next Sylvester Stallone, unless he had his nose in his booty hole last night.
Pat McAfee is just Pat McAfee is just a less popular Joe Rogan, and I mean that derogatorily, because Joe Rogan is a cancer to society.
How could you say that?
How could I say that? Because Joe Rogan is a cancer to society. He offers nothing. He is terrible. He says nothing on his shows. He flip-flops everything depending on who the guest is. And that's Pat McAfee.
Well, guess what?
Just in sports.
He got the biggest podcast in the world.
I don't care. Good for him. He's still terrible. A podcaster is influencing American elections. You don't see that as a problem of American society? Because I think it's a problem of American society. Hell, Joe Rogan's going to run for president probably in 4 years and probably win. And then we'll look at Trump thinking that's the good old days because he's so stupid.
All right, I got a question for you that I wanted to ask.
Yeah, go on.
What are your thoughts on Leo Rush?
He's whatever.
Man, he's been waiting for weeks to ask about Leo Rush.
He's been, yeah.
He's
funny,
been waiting
no,
for
what's
3
funny,
weeks to ask about Leo
Rana
Rush.
asked us in the group chat what we thought of Leo Rush, and we were very honest of what we don't care about Leo Rush.
You don't like the reworked Blackheart gimmick he's doing?
No,
I wasn't even paying attention to that because I barely watch Collision because I'm at work.
bro, I'll go watch Lord of the Rings if I want to see God. Okay.
Wait, is Collision the B show?
Yeah.
Okay. He created a viral moment on the B show. That's pretty good.
I'm so.
You just hurt his soul.
What?
There is a word for the level of. Oh, I want to choke you out right now.
What did I say? What did I do wrong?
Because you have this way about you of just trying to produce like a. Well, I like it.
Hey,
No.
we talk. You like what you
Well,
like. We just don't.
Great. Good for you. You know we
So-
don't like it. Stop smiling in our face about it.
There's two reasons why I like it. One, he's wearing the white contacts similar to one of my favorite rappers of all time, Hobson.
Good for him.
So if you're familiar, you're familiar with Hobson?
Yes.
Yeah, are you familiar with Hobson? He like rocked these white contacts or whatever, so he like made those popular. Like when people, if you go in underneath any Leo Rush content, there's people in the comments like, yo, this is the Hobson thing. Like, you know, like that's like kind of like Hobson's whatever. Anyway, so that's one. Two. I like the I don't know, just like it just seems very like cartoony. I don't know like how to describe it. He almost sounds like a Cyberman from Dragon Ball Z. You know, like no. Like I like those noises that he makes. You know what I mean?
That's Rana. Okay, that's great. That's great. That's wonderful. But you don't have the lens of the history of Leo Rush.
Yeah, you're coming at
That
us
we
new.
have. Bro, I've known who Leo Rush is since 2017, dog. I've seen the down. Leo Rush is in Enzo category for me.
Remember when Leo Rush was smacking Bobby Lash's bum? Look at how tight his bum is. Yeah, go back and watch the old stuff and tell me if you still like Leo Rush.
It ain't even watch the old stuff. Just look at Leo Rush's history outside of the ring. Like it's okay.
Leo Rush is
Cool, great,
is-
wonderful.
Is a mid-card
Congrats.
guy who thinks he's a main eventer. It's probably the most diplomatic statement I can make.
There's
without-
no way he believes that.
He believes his own hype.
The only person that could have that,
he thinks he's owed things.
the only person that could have that be their truth and them actually be closer to be right would have been Enzo. Because if he would have just acted right,
Yeah, if he just wasn't stupid.
nobody could talk like Enzo.
And then also hop the guardrail to other promotions to still get himself over.
Yeah, that's CTE. That's mental. That's mental illness. For real. It really is.
Yeah. Well, Josh and I had a good time at NXT.
As you can see, it probably just got brighter in here. And that's because the lights turned on up outside in the hall. Yeah, we had a great time at NXT, man. Tell her, what you want to give a rundown of the day or just like?
Yeah, so it was Josh's birthday. So first and foremost, happy belated birthday to Josh.
Thank you.
That was a really cool. It was like kind of it's funny because SmackDown, both SmackDown and Stand and Deliver was here in St. Louis. So
Yeah.
did you wish? Let me ask you this: did you wish that SmackDown was on your birthday instead?
No.
No?
I've been to enough SmackDowns
Okay.
that I don't care.
How many NXT shows have you been to?
Oh God. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was my 5th NXT show.
Wow, and that was my first.
Yeah.
So, it fell on his birthday on Saturday. What is it, April 4th? Right? Yeah. And it was Sexy Red was in the building. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised you're not wearing that shirt.
I know. I thought about that too
It's
earlier.
cold in here though. It's just
No, I mean,
like-
I could have wore it. I was at. I have it in the car too right now. It's still in the car, so I could have wore it. I was thinking about that. I was like, yo, Loki, should I change right quick? But anyway, I'll try to wear it next week maybe if I remember. But yeah, so Sexy Red was there. Shawn Michaels was there. Shawn Michaels at most NXT shows, or
Shawn Michaels runs NXT.
so
Here, pause real quick. Yeah, Shawn runs NXT. So
Okay, so
he's
is it-
always there.
he's always there.
He's the Triple H of NXT for comparison.
Oh, okay.
They're best friends.
Oh, okay.
So
So he's the one who kind of makes the creative choices and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Okay, gotcha. So that was cool to see the Heartbreak Kid live, man.
yeah,
Mr. WrestleMania live.
6-11.
What does that mean, bro?
That's his win-loss record at WrestleMania.
Oh, dang. See, just when I think I'm like sounding smart, Josh and Justin just bring me back to planet Earth, man.
That's what we're here for, man.
Yeah, but you know, there's a lot of. I can't wait till we launch this one show because I ain't gonna lie, this show kind of felt like a little preview to that with Justin doing the call and response.
Well, with the
thing.
way this economy is going, we're gonna have to figure out how to fit it in this same unit.
Yeah. We'll figure
Well,
it
that's
out.
okay because the Heat set's actually gonna go over there. The Hostway set's gonna go over there, and then that set will probably just go over here.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's fine.
Are y'all ready? Because this is the first on Heat. Is we can report something as it's actually just came out.
Let's hear it.
Breaking news!
Even though by the
you got a
time
graphic
you-
for that? Like it just boom.
I'll make a fancy graphic. We now have the full confirmed Saturday, Sunday WrestleMania card.
Do they have match order?
Or
just
I'm
which is which
I'm
day?
guessing how this is listed because some of these are listed as it's like for example on ESPN First Hour, which I'm guessing is what they're calling the pre-show now.
No, that's the main show. WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 are both. The first hour will be broadcast on ESPN for free because they're trying to get people over to the
okay.
subscription. Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah. I'd do that too. I ain't gonna
So-
lie. I'd be like, yeah, I would have put the whole thing on ESPN. I'd put Night 1 on ESPN and Night 2 just on ESPN.
On ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can have all of Night 1 on one, and then if they trying to come over, they gonna come for the second night.
But all right, so WrestleMania Saturday,
Yeah.
unsanctioned match, Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre on ESPN First Hour.
I like that.
The six-man tag, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, IShow Speed versus LA Knight and the Usos on ESPN First Hour.
Wow. I thought that would have been a night 2.
Women's World Championship, Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan. Gunther versus Seth Rollins.
So there's 2 matches on the first hour.
Yes.
So they're given time.
Oh, I got that
Good,
six-man match wrong. I thought it's both the Usos, not Braun Breaker.
It's
No.
both the Usos.
Oh, I thought
Braun Breaker, is he still on no injury?
Yeah.
Is he recovering from surgery?
I thought Jimmy.
He's
in that,
apparently cleared, but
Okay.
I thought Jimmy in that was Braun Breaker. I made a mistake. All
okay.
right.
So go back to the third match. What's the third match?
So I just said Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan, and then
Wow. So that should be on night 2 because Jade and Rhea is awful. But go ahead.
Don't do that.
It's not good, dog. Like the feud is terrible. Just because Jade stands there with abs looking like a freaking black African goddess queen doesn't mean it's good, nigga. I'm sorry, Justin. It don't mean it's good. And you need to start looking at it through a different lens of horniness, nigga. Sorry, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
Hold on. You don't think that match is gonna be? That match is going.
Jade Cargill's not a good wrestler. Point blank, period. She's not. She stands there and looks like a superhero, and that's it. That's why they went ahead and put minions in there with her to make her interesting.
How do you feel about Jade Cargill?
Jade Cargill has been trained by the greatest of all time and still can't do a good match.
She's not a good wrestler, man. I'm sorry.
Jade Cargill has been trained by Bryan Danielson, who maybe by the time he retires will be regarded as the greatest professional wrestler of all time and still cannot do a good match. She has a great physique. She's good on the mic, but she's got to she's Goldberg. You got to get 5 minutes and then you're done. She can't work a match.
Some people just don't.
And this is someone I've liked Jade Cargill for a long time, but you have to book her the correct way for it to work.
She just don't have it, bro. She doesn't have it. She is not a wrestler's wrestler. She's just not. She would have thrived in the 70s or 80s when you didn't have to be a good worker. But she's
Hell, even
not
the 90s
good.
she would have.
I'd be shocked if she won another world title within the next 2 to 3 years.
Honestly, they gave her a world title because of how much they're paying her.
I'm just being real, man. Her ceiling right now, with her development and where she's at, her ceiling is a feud with Bianca at WrestleMania. And that's kind of it. And you would think that's almost probably why they put that title on her in the first place at the time that they did, thinking, Bianca's finger might be all right by the time WrestleMania rolls around and we could run that.
But what happened to Bianca's finger?
She should just cut it off.
What?
It doesn't work. It's really bad. She broke it and it's just not recovering. She's lost mobility and different things. That's why she can't wrestle right now.
All because of one finger?
Yeah. You'd be shocked how bad a finger can do you. I missed the whole football season to a bad thumb.
So if it doesn't heal properly, like that just adds more months.
Yeah. I missed an entire football season except for a playoff game at the end to a bad thumb.
If it doesn't heal properly, then you just gotta keep breaking it till it does heal properly.
And that's what they've been doing.
They've been breaking her finger over and over again?
It did another operation, I think, a couple months ago.
Yeah, but it's basically just breaking.
She
the finger.
posted on Instagram about just like how it's just not working. So, yeah, so
next
she might
minute.
as well cut it off. At this
Wait,
point.
so is her wrestling career like potentially compromised?
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
Yes.
Every injury, your wrestling career.
Because you
potentially
can't even
compromised.
buddy it. Because the problem is, if you buddy it, one finger's doing all the work, and you're just gonna injure yourself again.
Yeah.
That's why I said she might as well just cut it off.
Next match on Saturday, Gunther versus Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Women's Intercontinental, AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. That should be a good match.
Yeah.
Women's tag, the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Bayley and Laya Valkyria versus the Bella Twins. Did not realize there was a 4-way tag match for the tag titles.
Thank God they're doing something with the women's mid-card titles.
And then last show, Undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. So that is confirmed to be the main event of night 1. WrestleMania Sunday. I was shocked to learn that this match is opening Sunday. Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar on ESPN first hour. It is
But I
confirmed.
told y'all that
I
needed to open
guarantee
the show.
it's gonna be a squash match.
What does that mean?
30 seconds and we're done. 2 minutes at most.
Now the question is who's winning.
Especially the next match on there is probably going to go long. That's the Intercontinental Ladder match, which is also going to be, it's also going to be on ESPN first hour.
Okay.
That's probably going to be a half-hour match.
So yeah, Oba Brock definitely is going no longer than 5 minutes.
And I think Oba squashes Brock. Because I do not, if Brock squashes Oba, you're going to see another pipe bomb in that chair. Yeah, it's gonna be Josh and I.
Dude, if I sit in the stadium and Brock squashes Oba, they're gonna have to give me a police escort out of that building because I'm going to the back. I'm going to talk to somebody. Brock gonna have to choke me out in the back for real. I'm speaking to somebody's manager. That's crazy. I put on one of them wigs like Johnny K plus 8 with that little. I'm going to speak to somebody's manager right now. No, absolutely not.
Yeah. After that, but after Oba Brock is the Intercontinental ladder match, which for everyone involved is Penta versus Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough versus Rusev versus Rey Mysterio. This is probably going to be the best match of the entire show. Yeah, the entire show.
How many people was it?
6.
Okay, so they're doing.
And 3 are luchadors.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
lots of flips,
There'll be a lot of flips.
a lot of jumps. Rey Mysterio having another surgery in my left knee.
That sounded very. That sounded almost like old buddy that we had, bro.
Don't bring him up. I still got to talk to y'all about that.
Dude, Justin said it was a good idea.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I said there was something to expose there. Those are 2 different discussions.
That's true.
You wanted that, not me.
Yeah, look, I did. I felt like we need. Hey,
The funniest thing about this Intercontinental ladder match, this is the most.
The funniest thing is that Josué the Hot Boy's not in it. Stupid.
The funniest thing, this is the most AEW match I've ever seen WWE put on.
shit.
If this was an AEW match, this is like a 6-star. It's a 6-star match. After that, the women's championship that we've already heard Josh's opinion on, Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. I'm sure Rhea Ripley's going to carry the match. She's going to win the title, and then we'll forget about Jade.
I'm going to the bathroom as soon as the bell rings.
Also, I'm sure it's not going to be a long match either. Jade can't work really long matches.
I want you to rerun Saturday and Sunday once you're done with this, and I'm going to tell you exactly when I'm going to the bathroom, but keep going.
After that, United States Championship, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. This should be a really good match.
Yeah.
Didn't even need a title, but, title gives it a little bit more pizzazz.
Yeah.
The next match.
I would have liked that I would have liked that. I would have liked the idea of having Carmelo Hayes a special guest referee.
Ooh.
In that situation. I would have liked that a lot.
I'm just glad Trick Williams is on the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of, man, him and Obafemi, bro, meteoric rises, dude. Meteoric.
The good thing about Trick being on this card, and it's funny, that's where I feel like there's something that Vince would have missed here, because Vince had a habit of like having a hot hand or something like that, and just for some reason, just like not rolling with it immediately. I think that Triple H has a better finger on the pulse for that.
Mm-hmm. What do y'all think about his white coat?
That's a good look.
And his lemon pepper stuff.
That's right. No, they just he didn't want to go out. He wanted to change his coat, and then they kept saying like, "Yo, where's your white coat at?" So he had to. They like made that basically part of his character.
I like anyone that's not in a black attire.
Yeah.
There's too much black in black attires and
Too much
professional
black.
Yeah.
I got too many blacks in my professional wrestling. God.
He realized
Too much blacks.
No, that was
I'm starting to sound like Triple H.
Yo, that was good. No,
Triple H is kind of Triple.
He's warming up
it.
too.
He's actually proven himself about his whole he didn't see color, because remember that whole backstage thing where Truth was standing in front of him, was like, "When's Truth gonna be?" And Truth's like, "Oh, he'll be up here in a minute." And Pritchard was like, "That's Truth." And Triple H's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh, he really don't see it." He was not lying. He don't see color at all. Because how you not see that big black man standing in front of you like that? He was like, "Oh, that's gonna be confusing." What? Are you serious? You better get some readers checked. The Walgreens readers he got on.
That's funny.
The 2 matches left.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio versus confirmed Demon Finn Balor.
We didn't even need that confirmed. Just let him show up like that.
Yeah.
Just start with the pulses.
I've been missing Demon Finn, but
Bro, I never understand why that man don't just want to be that character.
and
I can see why, and I'll tell y'all why off camera. You actually probably know exactly where I'm going with why.
Yeah.
But putting on all that equipment.
yeah. And then also last match of the night, main event at WrestleMania Night 2, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns.
I ain't gonna lie. This sounds like one of the best WrestleMania lineups I've ever heard, bro. I ain't gonna fake it.
That's not the problem. The problem was the build.
Yeah.
Because the match card might be generational.
No, these are a lot of great matches. I wish there were better stories for these matches.
Yeah.
Because a bad story can turn a great match just to a good match, and then it'll probably end up being a forgettable match.
That's why Justin's so mad though.
Yeah.
Because it's like, bro,
But also, that's
you
probably
were able to make this lineup that literally could be top 5 all time, but you've got a bottom 5 build.
But then also, like, that's why also like the best match is probably gonna be the Intercontinental match because that's
The one with
the least they can screw up is that match.
There's no story there.
And now the funniest thing I saw was Gunther Seth is probably gonna end up being one of the best matches because they have had no story whatsoever.
And Paul Heyman owes Gunther one, so we already know what that is.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. It would be Gunther having a match with Brock to retire in.
That thing that we all knew
At
was going to
SummerSlam
happen
in Minnesota, where Brock went to college.
How are y'all able to do this, man?
We've been watching wrestling a
It's
long
general
time.
knowledge, bro. Everybody, their cousin know this.
Dang, man.
Where you been at?
I'm like,
All the time you be sitting at the butter chicken spot. Just start typing. Just start asking Gemini or whatever you use. You'll be like asking questions about wrestling. Where's Brock Lesnar from? How old is Brock Lesnar? When's Brock Lesnar going to retire? And be like, Brock Lesnar is likely to retire in SummerSlam 2026 in Minnesota, his home state. Even though it's not really his home state.
oh, so then Oba has to win then.
That, boy, what have you learned about professional wrestling?
That if you're going out, you let the next man over.
Yes, but Oba's not the one retiring Brock. So
It's
the
very
Oba
possible-
has to win is not the case.
Yeah, it's
Brock
not-
might win.
Yeah, we are hoping Oba wins because it makes sense for
Bro.
Oba to win. But this is not Brock's last match. So there's a lot of variables of what's going to happen. And that's what makes us so goddamn nervous.
I'm very nervous. I'm going to feel like I want to speak to the manager. I'm dead serious. Like, I don't.
He may leave for the rest of night too.
I'll go eat some chicken wings on the concourse.
And then he'll
in the club
come back
section.
and then he'll come back for Punk Roman.
Yeah, because that would irritate me. And that's not one of those like, oh, the bad guy won. That would irritate me because it just wouldn't make any sense. It would be what? Why? Why would you make that decision there?
Oba has more star power than Brock Lesnar right now.
You know what makes me more nervous about it?
That's why he should
unfortunately,
win.
is also because Oba's
There,
black.
I said it.
It's also the reason that it makes me nervous is because Oba's black.
That too.
And there's a history of the black guy.
Because as we just
the
talked,
obvious black guy not going over at the obvious time. WrestleMania 19, Booker T. Triple H cut a promo talking about people like you don't deserve to be here. And then Triple H won the match.
People like you don't deserve
Yeah.
to be here.
Yes.
He actually said
yes,
And then won the
and then
match.
people are, and then he's wondering why people keep accusing him of shit when it comes to his booking.
The problem is he's not going to have a choice soon.
That's a crazy line.
NXT
right.
is very black, so he's not going to have a choice.
All right, boys, we got 15 minutes left. You want to do some blind rankings?
Wait, let me tell you when I'm going to the bathroom. Night one, real quick. Run it down.
Shit, I just closed it. And I don't have any signals on my. Let me see if I can pull. I was able to pull it back up already. Opening match of Saturday: Fatu and McIntyre.
Not going to the bathroom.
The 6-man tag, Usos, LA Knight versus that other team.
Not going to the bathroom.
Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan.
Not going to the bathroom.
Gunther versus Seth.
Not going to the bathroom.
AJ Lee versus Becky.
Probably going to the bathroom.
Yeah. And then the women's tag 4-way.
Not going to the bathroom.
And then the main event, Cody versus Randy. Based on this build, he might go to the bathroom. He might leave early.
Wish I could do anything else. Bro.
The second Pat McAfee does a run in this match, he's leaving. And that's how Randy wins his 15th title.
No, when that happens, I'm going down to ringside and grabbing Ari Emanuel by his necktie. Like what? Stay out of it, damn it! Stay out of it, dog. God, dog, bruh. Stupid self. Talking about we could cross over. We could try to get these fans to cross over UFC, WWE, PBR.
All right. Night 2, Oba Brock opening.
You know I ain't going to that. That's why I'm going.
Yeah. Intercontinental ladder. Right? No,
Bro.
He's seated for that one.
I was at the seated. I'm on my feet.
Yeah.
I was at the last Intercontinental Championship WrestleMania match. That match made me want to wrestle. That's the match that made me go start training. So that one's special.
We already know this is the bathroom match. Jade versus Rhea.
I can't believe y'all, man.
So hell,
He's using the government name to explain this.
so dude. Okay, I love you so much, but like right now, you are really irritating me over Jade Cargill. Like I can't explain how irritating that is. Like I know you knew. I know you're new, and I want you to be so into it and happy and just naive. But my God in heaven, man, please, not this one. Not this one. Don't egg it on, bro. I don't even hate Jade Cargill. That's the thing. But the way you going at this, making me want to hate her.
So I got one question. Is there any chance that she wins?
Jade?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, there's a little bit of a chance.
No, there's not a chance that she ain't winning. Jade Cargill is not winning unless Io Sky turns on Rhea Ripley. Jade Cargill has not defended the title since she had it.
Didn't she finally do 8 defense?
I don't even know if she's wrestled.
I think she's had like 8 defense on SmackDown. I think it was like the week after we called out.
Like this is
she-
not a good situation.
Yeah.
This is the most poorly built champion that they've had in decades. And they've had some bad ones. This is terrible. So for you to sit there and be like, no, come on, bro. No! We not doing that rose-colored glasses thing you like to do for this. We're not doing that for this. I'm sorry. We not doing it.
So blind rankings?
Go ahead.
We got 10
Oh,
minutes
you got to
left.
finish the bathroom break for this night 2.
I told you when I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh, night 2?
He's watching the last 3 matches.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he'll go to the bathroom during Demon Fin if the entrance takes too long.
Matter of fact, I'm going to go to the bathroom as soon as Jay's music hits, so I don't even got to send you a video of it. Getting on my nerves, man. Dang, bro.
All right.
You
This
done
week's
made me say the N-word twice in this episode. In front of a white man. I'm sorry, Justin.
You know how much editing I gotta do on this episode now? All the F-bombs I dropped in my pipe bomb.
Don't even edit it out.
Yeah,
Just leave it all.
You're right. All right, blind rankings, which was supposed to be. So this is supposed to be blind rankings 2 weeks ago, but we had to cut it for time.
Yeah.
And this would have been great because we talked about WrestleMania stages
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And this week's blind ranking would have been perfect for that. But regardless, this is gonna be a fun one, especially for you because you know all of them.
Yeah.
We are blind ranking WrestleMania attires.
I'm so into this already.
I did have photos. I'll find them if I need to pull up. Because Rana's not gonna know any of these.
Maybe I could actually edit a short into this.
Yeah. But first, Macho Man WrestleMania 7. It's the white and purple one.
I'm gonna do
5.
I'm gonna do 3.
I'm gonna do 5.
Wait, Macho Man what?
Macho Man WrestleMania 7. Actually, I can't find my photos. Oh well, they'll be on the screen though.
That's fine. I was gonna say.
After that, Finn Balor WrestleMania 39.
Oh,
That's the red and purple demon. That's the last Demon Finn one.
that was a
Edge.
really good one, but I'm going to go 7.
I'm gonna do 4.
I'm gonna go 7.
Which WrestleMania was it?
39. You watched that one?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we watched that Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw it. No sense for it to be a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah. That was a weird feud.
What were they smoking, bro? In broad daylight too.
After that, New Day WrestleMania 32. That's when they're in the Saiyan gear.
Near and dear to my heart, number 3.
They come out of the Bootios box.
That was a very New Day heavy week.
New Day what?
WM32.
You'll like that one because they're wearing Saiyan armor.
Oh wow. Then I'll have to do 2.
See, the power of a Power Rangers fan. That's why I said I'm easily impressed.
After that, Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 25. That's the all white gear against Undertaker.
Let me get that.
And he comes down from the heavens.
Let me get that at number 2.
That's my favorite Shawn Michaels gear.
Yeah, let me get that at number
Shawn
2.
Michaels WrestleMania what?
25.
Yeah, that's an easy top 3 right there. Yes. So good.
After that, Rey Mysterio WrestleMania 22. That's the Aztec when he's got the headdress and
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Actually, I do have a photo of that one. So
That's a
Rana can-
really good one. Oh,
it's
man.
my favorite Rey Mysterio one.
It's really tempting to go number 1, but I'm going to go number 4.
Oh man.
Ray at...
You know, it's funny that wasn't at the Mania with the Aztec Stadium because that
Was
was
that
like that was
WrestleMania
24.
22?
Yeah, it was,
that was, yeah, 22. Yeah, how
but that
come-
was 20. But that was 24.
That was 20. That was 26.
Oh, yeah,
He
it was
wouldn't even been able to predict that, and I think he wore Avatar at that one.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. That one was
Yeah.
spectacular.
All of Ray's WrestleMania gears are always
Ray don't
really
play
good.
around when it comes to WrestleMania.
This one's for Rana.
Let's hear it.
Liv Morgan WrestleMania 41.
Was it cheeky?
That was that. She's in that red leather. I remember
Oh,
this
it's pretty
because-
much a thong.
Yeah, where her ass is just hanging out, and I remember because that was when because my fiance.
Of course,
was-
that's when Victoria.
Yeah,
was
that
there.
was my fiance was there, and you're just talking about how awful this is because you're just like my kids can't watch this,
Yeah.
even though your
Liv
kids are
Morgan,
infant.
WrestleMania 41.
Yeah,
That's number 1 for me.
yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah, I just feel like man, y'all are so talented. Why we gotta do this?
Because it's bro.
I don't need to count the freckles on your booty cheeks, girl. I just want to see you wrestle. That's a crazy clip. Oh my God. That's insane. Oh my God. Wow.
This next one is
Hold
one of-
on. Which number you putting it at?
yeah,
Liv?
yeah, like 10.
Just go ahead and give a number 9, bro.
Oh my God, I can't believe you right now, man.
It's not out of a misogynistic viewpoint. It's just there's better attires.
Dude.
It's
And there's
really
probably
not.
one on here that's
It's a
worse.
white girl in red leather. It's really not that
Yeah,
intricate.
it's not revolutionary.
This next one of my favorites. CM Punk, WrestleMania 29. That's the purple and gray trunks against The Undertaker.
Shoot. And there's something better than that in here, isn't there? Oh, shoot.
I put it at number
These-
7.
These final three are pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
one of my favorites. Give it number 6. I'm just trying to hold number 1 out for
Yeah.
That's a great one. That's a really, really good attire.
After that, Mercedes Moné, WrestleMania 32. That's her Eddie Guerrero tribute one.
Yeah, with the flame on the
dude, the
pants.
Sasha Banks, man.
Just go ahead and give it number 8. Ah!
Oh,
I hate this.
Sasha Banks, WrestleMania 32.
32.
That was a really good attire. All these are spectacular.
I'm
Snoop
hurt,
Dogg
bro.
came out in the entrance for that
If you
one,
say
too.
Doink the Clown, I'm going to punch you in your neck.
No, all these are good. There's no joke answers on this one, except the Liv
that's a
Morgan
good
one.
And even that's not a joke.
Yeah.
It was a great looking attire.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
After that, Triple H, WrestleMania 22.
10.
That's the one with the throne that Cody
Yeah.
destroyed on Double or Nothing.
That was a fantastic entrance.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite Triple
You
H
said
entrances.
22?
Yeah, WrestleMania 22.
I'm going to do 9.
So my last one, de facto. It's got the spot.
This one, kind of not super flashy or anything, but I think it's underrated. AJ Styles, WrestleMania 33. That's the white, red, and blue one.
Shoot.
And then, but also that entrance was great because the hair caught the wind caught his hair perfectly, and he had on camera. He like when he did his entrance, it was perfectly flowing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think in a better world, I would have put the Punk one at number 1 because I love that attire so much.
We
That
got
gray and purple was just so
Yeah.
good.
Josh. He got AJ Styles, WrestleMania 33 at number 1. Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 28 at number 2. New Day, WrestleMania 32 at number 3. Rey Mysterio, WrestleMania 22. That was fire. At number 4. Macho Man, WrestleMania 7, number 5. CM Punk, WrestleMania 28.
29.
29, number
You can't even
6.
read your
Yeah, I
own
know.
hand.
Finn Balor, WrestleMania 33, number 7.
39.
39. Oh my God. Sasha Banks, WrestleMania 32, number 8. Liv Morgan, WrestleMania 41, number 9. Triple H, WrestleMania 22, number 10. And then for me, I got Liv Morgan, WrestleMania 41, number 1. All right. Hold on, dang, man.
Anyways. We got a few shout outs from this weekend.
Yeah, if we're hitting an hour and a half,
Hey,
so
shout out Cam and Eli. We met you guys at Steve's Hot Dogs and we hung out during NXT. It was absolute joy just hanging out with you guys. You're so cool. We're looking forward to seeing you guys again. Shout out to Sabotage Sean. Bro, you're everywhere, man. You're everywhere. Hopefully we get to link up in Vegas, but it was a pleasure sitting next to you for that first match at NXT for the time that we did. Another couple people that I did not know were still going to shows, Simon and Alice. Shout out to you guys. Probably not, they're probably not going to see this, but still, like, very kind people. That was like first time in 9 years I seen them. Very, very awesome. Shout out to Brock Lesnar guy. Yeah. Pleasant conversation there. Cool dude. Just chill, just out here to watch some wrestling, man. And then you got any shout outs or anything?
Shout out to Sexy Red. Shout out to Isaac from Prince Beauty Supply.
Prince Beauty Supply.
Shout out to his kid who would make one of the best announcers if they started doing like kid commentary.
yes.
Yo, he was kick him in the
Yes.
nuts. Kick him in the nuts. Yo, he was awesome, man. And his dad, who owns Prince Beauty Supply, that was Sexy Red's entourage. So we were sitting basically with all the Sexy Red's peoples, and so that was a real treat. Shout out to Sexy Red in the building, yeah, I mean, shout out to Josh because one, it was his birthday.
How the song go? We should play that video for the entrance, for the exit of this show, like. Because he was having a great I'm going to send you that video. How that song go?
He want to hang with a bad bitch. You want to hang with a bad bitch. Yo, I was going crazy. I was going crazy with that song, man. That song just came out featuring Key Glock, man. It came out I think a month ago. So, yeah, I've had that song in my life, like, saved. So that was fire.
We'll close the show with that video.
So, it was Josh's birthday, but we had tickets for the balcony, and then he tells me, he's like, "Yo, what if we upgrade our tickets for $70 each? Like, we can upgrade them and sit At that time, when he told me that, it was to sit like second row, facing the camera.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, all right, bro, it's your birthday. If you want to do it, that's fine. Like, go ahead, let's do it. He comes back with front row tickets from the opposite the opposite side.
The family and friends section. Yeah.
And he couldn't have made a better decision. That was I never in my life would have thought that I would be front row at a WWE show.
The WrestleMania of NXT, no less.
Yeah,
That was NXT's biggest show.
that's crazy. I never would have thought in my life. I never thought that would have happened. So it was really cool seeing Booker T right there. Like you could see the
You could hear Booker T and Vic Joseph on commentary,
yeah.
which
Oh,
that was pretty fire.
you could definitely hear Vic.
Oh, Vic was loud. Vic Joseph was hella loud.
You could see Booker T's wife was in the
Sitting next to Vic Joseph's kids.
Yeah.
It was very cute.
Wasn't that the friends and family section technically?
No, because the section the first row of that section, and then basically the entire section that we were in is where the comped seats are.
Oh, okay.
So that's where all the friends, family, people that get comped seats, that's
got
where
you.
they sit.
Yeah.
That's why people was rotating in and out behind us.
I see.
Because there was an agent that specifically does. You remember that black dude
yeah,
that was
yeah.
walking around back and forth all at ringside,
Yeah.
moving people around? That's his job.
It was cool. So shout out to Sol Ruka. Like,
Snatch that. Snatch
she,
that.
she hit that mug 3 times.
Three
bro.
times.
She
Three
hit that
times and
mug
it was
3
over, man.
times, man.
He had a great time if you
Oh,
couldn't tell.
shout out to Lola Vice. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that's the end of the episode. Hey, same time, same place next week. You find us on all socials at Hot Corner Wrestling. We'll be here for you. Next week is the predictions episode of WrestleMania. Very, very excited. We got a loaded schedule next week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, you're getting 3 different forms of content from HCW. And then, of course, going into the weekend of WrestleMania. Follow me on Instagram because the legendary stories of Josh at WrestleMania will return. We're going to be eating good. We're going to be meeting people, having a good time, hanging out. And I got great news yesterday that my Puerto Rican buddy is coming up last minute, attending WrestleMania, him and his crew. So, man, we might have some good laughs on there, too. So, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. Let's get ready for WrestleMania 42. Take care.
That's Big Sexy in the building, yeah! That's Big Sexy.
What's up, son? What's up, son?